I'm Amy, this is Living in Chrysalis, and I am going to update you on the progress of my panning projects while trying out this stuff. So let's get to it. Essentially everything is canceled and I am home for the day. So after doing a few chores, I've scrubbed and masked, and I was going to do my normal Mary Kay moisturizer that I'm trying to pan, but my face feels really tight and dry after masking, and I'd received this Bailiff, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's this guy. I received this as a bonus with my most recent Sephora order, which was very boring. It was deodorant. Yes. Apparently I've only found 2 deodorants that actually work on me, and they're both expensive from Sephora. Yeah, so. However, those 2 are a freaking miracle. Yes, I'll insert photo. In the interim, I am going to try this stuff out because my face is killing me. And I don't want to do makeup and all that because I just don't feel like it. So I'm going to try this Aqua Bomb. But yes, I would love to know the pronunciation. Is it Belief? Like, I don't know. Like, I believe. Or is it more like Belief? Like, almost like bailiff? I don't know. If anybody knows, please tell me. All right. I hope you didn't just hear my stomach growl. My husband's got something in the crock pot and it smells amazing, but it's not quite done yet. Well, anyway, to start with on my panning progress, I'm going to insert a photo of my hated Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner. I finally hit pan. Well, I finally hit the bottom, so there is hope that I will use this thing and get it out of my life. The eye tattoo that or the color tattoo that I'm using for a contour is just, it's coming along. It's to do a yearly empties. I bought this guy. It's not actually a trash can. It's supposed to be a planter. See? Fits 8-quart foliage. But I do have one non-panning empty. Little Bliss little purse hand cream. So I use that up. Then I have a panning empty, which is this guy. Yes. And I'm one of those people that if the tube isn't cut, it's not empty to me. If there's a tube and it can be cut, cut it. Because I'm cheap. So that is done and will be saved toward my yearly empties. It's going to be kind of interesting to see this fill up over the year. It is coming along. As you can see, I've marked a new line for the beginning of February. So it's coming along. I'm just trying to kill it so I can move on to some other ones I have. Same with the Mary Kay Exquisite lotion. I am keeping this in my shower now, and now that the weather's drier, I'm using it kind of like that Nivea in shower lotion. So I think that's a really good idea, and I'm going to do that, and then once I've used up the ones I want to use up, I will probably actually buy the actual Nivea stuff. So that's the beginning of February's line. So there was progress, but now there's going to be a lot more quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'd killed this by next month, but I'm not sure. That's the line for the beginning of February right there. And again, as the weather got drier, I've been using this more and more. This will definitely be gone by the next update. my Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover. That was the line for the beginning of February. However, I have since entered a challenge issued by Siren Bella Says to take off my makeup every night, which I have not been doing. I am the worst. There that is! I've been looking for this, especially over the last couple of days. All right, so that's February's. I'd forgotten I'd put it in my update basket, so I haven't been using it, and now I really need to. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't know if I'll have it killed by the end of this month, but it'll definitely be dead by the end of March. I'll be shocked if it's not. Oh, this guy I bought in February of last year. I think it was late February, so. And there was about a 6 or 8 week, there were times when I didn't really use it. So I'd say probably this would last definitely 9 months. I'm not sure that it would last an entire year. I haven't been using my Glam Glow masks over the last week and a half because I wanted to show my progress for January. This is sad. I'll have to remember to take a photo next time. But that's where I'm at. As you can see, I'm now down below, completely below the lip here. So it's coming along. And my big one is also down below the lip. So yeah, I've still got quite a ways to go on these. Mary Kay Time Wise Day Lotion. Clicking along quite nicely. It should be gone fairly soon. I don't know if it'll be by the end of this month, but I imagine by the end of next. Now the primers, I got my Smashbox down to there, and then I stopped using it for a bit to switch over to my other one, which is my old Mary Kay Pore Perfecting in the old packaging. Now, for January, while I did use it during January, I didn't have enough progress at the time to make a new line. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but that's where the line was at the beginning of my use. So there'll be a new line at the end of this month. I decided to set the Smashbox one aside because I want to do a comparison video at some point with Smashbox and the Benefit Professional. So that's where I'm going with that. That's why I've set it aside. My Mary Kay Clarifying Mask. That's January's line. I have been using it. I used it today. That's why I'm not all made up and stuff, because I'm just doing skin and body care today and a couple other maintenance things. There's the eye cream line. Now, as my eye cream level goes down, I do mix it in with my concealer mash that I make out of a couple of, let's see, I've got an old Mary Kay concealer and I've got an old Kat Von D concealer that I mix. Sometimes I'll add something else to it if I have it. But just kind of an everyday sort of mash. It's not the best, but I want to use this stuff up, and so the eye cream is a nice way to make it go on a bit smoother. Hey, my husband says that the food's done, so I just want to finish up this part of the video, then take a break, eat, and come back and do the rest of it. So I have been working on my Bare Minerals VIP Mini. It's gotten to the point now where I'm trying to get some off the sides. It's not working very well, so I've actually been kind of like scraping it out with this little tool and then hitting it on my lips and using this to spread it, which is just kind of silly. I think I might remove the stopper and see if that'll help. with access to the product, because you can see, I mean, there's still lots of product in there and I really want to get it out. This color is very pretty, but the way it's coming out now, it's not coming red anymore. It's now more like sort of a pale pinky color, and that's just because I had a hard time getting more of it. Yeah, looks okay here, but probably because I've been doing the scrapey thing, but it's much more sheer than it is normally, and I know that that is because it's harder to access. So I'm going to be playing with that and see how that goes. Also, I know I'm getting toward the end of this birthday suit mini. I don't know if you can see. No, maybe not. But it's also harder to get to. I'm doing this to try to get to it. I may wind up removing the stopper on this as well. But it still works. I'm keeping it in my purse for the moment. Okay, now I've also been working on this Naked Skin liquid highlighter. I will say for liquid highlighter, it's not bad. I wind up putting it on in a streak and then just kind of patting it out with my fingers. But again, it's not my preferred format, but I do want to use it up, especially because I blew 100 points on it because I was clearly out of my mind. But you can see I am making some progress on that. Also, with my Mary Kay Time-Wise Microdermabrasion, step 2, this is, it's coming down. I was going to use this today, but I decided I wanted to test the Aqua Bomb instead. And it's coming along. I've got lots of mask left, so I'll be using this along with the mask for the most part. Okay, here's my Pan That palette for this year. I have used this, or no, this shade, and that one. These two, actually these three have all gone down significantly because they did have some hard pan and I had to kind of scrub it off. So when I did that, a bit flaked there. So yes, I've been using them, but I can't entirely claim that bit of pan, but that's all right. This is one of the ones where I have a backup, so I just, I really want to get these used up so I can just throw the backups in and call it good. Now, I've decided that it only makes sense, since my palette to pan is a matte palette, that I'm going to join yet another panning project. This one is called All the Single Ladies and My Man Matt. So these are most of my my singles or depotted shimmers. So I will for the most part be using these in tandem with this. So this is Hot and Mild Italian Sausage. Okay, I'm fed, I'm back. I started getting cold, so I have my fabulously hideous bathrobe that my late mother-in-law gave me. It's so silly, but it's so warm. All right, well, back into it. So in January, I actually hauled quite a bit, but I returned a lot of items in December. First up, look what I found at Rite Aid for $1.92. How could I not? I mean, come on. So even if there are only a couple shades out of this I wind up liking and keeping, totally worth it. Okay. Then Koki Cosmetics. I also picked this up at Rite Aid. Now, I'd previously picked up the Peachy Queen Artist Palette and returned it basically not long after I got it home, opened it up to use it, and smelled it. I can't stand the smell. And the other Artist Palette, they have the colorful one. It wasn't quite as bad, but it still smelled pretty bad. So, all right, I'm passing up on the Artist Palettes. But this does not have that smell, and I thought that the colors were rather interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Pastel Goth or the Creepy Cute. I don't have either one of those palettes, but I'm seeing them all over everybody else's channel, so I thought it would be fun to pick this up for the $10 and see if I like the color concept. That little Clinique set. This is all Black Honey. I've got the Almost lipstick, the Chubby Stick, and the lip gloss. Speaking of, maybe I'll throw a little lip gloss on right now. There. Extra slight hint of color. Why am I putting it on with my finger? I'm the only one that's going to use this. Oh, yeah, because I hadn't tried this one yet. It's pretty. Let me check it in the real mirror. Yeah, it's nice. Just a little hint of color. Cool. These were my $9 steal from Sephora. Then I picked up this e.l.f. palette on sale at Ulta. This is in Posh Peacock. But look at those colors. That color I've worn, it is gorgeous. These two greens really interest me as well. And this is kind of an interesting, it's like a periwinkle gray color. Let me see if I can swatch that real quick. So, yeah, that's a very interesting color. I'm really looking forward to playing with this. Ah, look, here's my mess. Microphone. Hi! And this is where we get into Inception. How many Amy's do we have? Okay. Let's pretend to be adults here. Or is that just me? You just order what you want on the site, have it, and then their site to store delivers it to the store, and then you pick it up. So, which is how I got these two, because they were not in the store for the longest time. I kept looking and looking and looking, and they were never there, never there, never there. So, yeah, I'm really excited to play around with these. These are especially one more that I got to test color concept. For instance, this is supposed to dupe some of the more vibrant shades in the Natasha Denona Lila palette. Obviously, it's not going to be anything like Lila, but I am curious about the colors, so I'm really looking forward to trying this. This one was a dupe for something as well, and I don't remember what. I didn't buy the one that was a dupe for the Tropic, and I can't remember what this was supposed to be like, but either way, I'm especially interested in this one and those two, so who knows? I may wind up with a Franken palette. I'll just depot all of the Wet n Wild shades I like and put them in one palette and get rid of everything else. So I picked up It's My Pleasure, which I was stalking the website waiting for it to come out. So there's It's My Pleasure. That's going to be fun to play with. And I'd had my eye on this girl, so I decided to pick this up since I was going to order the It's My Pleasure anyway. I decided to go ahead and get this. I actually think it might be kind of fun to see how this swatches up against Sultry. I mean, obviously it wouldn't have all the shades, but I'm very curious because some of the shades in here seem to remind me of the Sultry palette. I could get up to mischief, couldn't I? And the other part of that order, because I needed another $6 to get the free shipping was this lip balm. Now this, oh, I can't remember what color this is called. Oh, Shake Your Pom Pom. That's right. And Shake Your Pom Pom. They had several different shades. And when you squeeze it out, let me see if I can, aha, here we go. There's a white piece of paper. Do that. So when you squeeze it out, you can see it has the slightest purple tint. It didn't really seem to show up on my lips by itself. Here, I'm just gonna swipe that on my hand. See how very sheer that is? Sorry, they're talking. I just had to wait for my husband to come through. One thing I didn't notice is this lip balm smells amazing. I wish you could smell it. Well, if you have an order and need to throw on something for a couple extra bucks to beat shipping, pick one of these up. This is quite nice, actually. I've also spoken before about Ulta's shipping policy. If you go to the store and they don't have what you want, you can buy it right then and there, and they will actually ship it to your house with no shipping charge, which is fantastic. Now, apparently, my debit card, while I run it as credit through a lot of things, it doesn't read on their little gadget that they use as a credit card, and it doesn't. So apparently, in order to do this, you have to have a credit card. But what you can do is just buy their, their like store merchandise gift card thing, and then run that in it. So that works. So that's a way around their little system hiccup. But why is this important? This is important because things happen like, I want this. And it wasn't in the store, it was online. Yeah, so I have purple clothes, I have purple lipstick, I have purple eyeshadows, and no purple blush. And I just wasn't liking the way my makeup looked with my other blush colors. I've tried several, not a fan. So I started looking for purple blushes, and this is the only one I saw in store. Well, not in store, but the only one I saw like this is this one. So I had Ulta send it to my house. So $7. $7, and they paid for the shipping. Yes. Now I know Urban Decay has a purple one as well, but $7 versus what, 26, 28? What am I gonna pick? Well, actually a lot of times I would pick the expensive one, but I'm very curious about this formula. I have seen this in a lot of other people's collection videos, and I don't see it, and I don't see these being decluttered. What really surprised me about this is, look how is this package. When you see the photo, you think it's going to be really flimsy, like the wet, like some of the Wet n Wild packaging, especially the older packaging. This is so sturdy. Look how thick that is. I can see why people aren't just depotting these. This is a nice package. Right. I picked up this this Tarte Shape Tape mini for $10 at Ulta. Of course it's at Ulta. They don't even have it at Sephora. But I thought I would try the mini just to see how I feel about it. And also, now that I know about the e.l.f. concealer, the new one, I want to try to get my hands on that and maybe do a comparison, because I understand they're supposed to compare. I know I've mentioned this in an earlier video, probably my collection video. Yeah, because I had that little MAC mascara. Well, here are the other two parts to that set. The Fix Plus. These alone were going for $12 in those carousels at Ulta, as you're about to check out. So I got the whole set for $15. So $12. All right. So it's a $3 mascara or a $3 lipstick. Well, although actually the lipsticks in this size, I'm seeing there for $10. So I've got 12 and 10, that's 22. This is Ruby Woo, by the way. And that is before the mascara, which I don't know if that's full size or mini or what, whatever. It's a mascara. I'm sure I'll use it at some point in life. But yeah, already 22, even before the mascara, I've got $22 worth of stuff for 15. Score. Okay, now I know I've said and essentially screamed that I'm not really a big fan of cream products or liquid products, but yeah. So I picked up the Cushion Blush Subtil in Cerise Givray. Oh, and I'm sure if Hélène from Makeup, here's my sorry French, she's going to get a good laugh out of it. So this is a cushion blush, $7. Clearance. Yeah. TJMaxx clearance. Heck yeah. So it's just very interesting. It's almost like a rosy corally color, which is what intrigued me about it. Especially given that coral is the color of the year. But I'm kind of intrigued by the concept. And it's a pretty color and it's $7. So, all right, fine. They got me. Another Ulta clearance goodie that I snagged was this Ofra eyeshadow in Envious 2G. I already pitched the package, but this is such a pretty green. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, it needs a little building, but I'm okay with that. For $3.50, I'm totally cool with that. I feel so much better now that that spot is filled. I don't know what it is. It's just something about me. I just don't like, I didn't like having the hole there. So I don't know what I'm going to do when stuff starts getting used up. I think it'll be a while. After I bought this, like a month after I bought this, I started seeing them at TJMaxx for the same dang price. Profusion Mixed Metals Glam Set. So came with a brush, yeah, whatever. And then it came with this Metal Matte Lip Creme. Now, as a solo color, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's just gold. I don't know. But I think it might make a nice lip topper. Oh my God, that smells so good. Yeah, I think it'll make a nice lip topper. Let me find an empty spot on my arm. Since I don't know that I'm really a gold lipstick kind of girl, but I think it could make a nice topper. It's very pretty. So I'm going to play with this and see how I feel. But what I wanted was the palette. Now I have to say a lot of Profusion's packaging, I haven't, obviously I hate their metal tins. I just think they look so cheap and cheesy. Can't stand them. With the plastic palettes, it's better, but I'm still not the biggest fan of that packaging. I don't know why. I'm wondering if it's just an association thing because I usually see them like really banged up and broken at TJMaxx. So I'm wondering, perhaps if, that is bothering me. But I'm actually really quite happy with this packaging. It did have a stupid sticker on there that showed the colors, and it took some doing to get that off. I wound up having to use like a Goo Gone and really scrape at it, but it's gone. The packaging looks nice, but it's the inside that counts, right, kids? So as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me while we go over my haul and my panning projects. And again, in case you've forgotten, subscribe.